Welcome to another CHRO Conversation, hosted by the Center for Executive Succession at the Darla Moore School of Business. I'm your host, Anthony Nyberg. And today we are viewing a compilation of interviews on the importance of considering employee well-being. In this video, we have the opportunity to learn from Ola Snow, Chief Human Resource Officer for Cardinal Health, Donna Morris, Executive Vice President and Chief People Officer for Walmart, and Sean Woodruff, Executive Vice President and Chief People, Culture, and Communications Officer at Lincoln Financial, although he was the CHRO of TIAA when this interview was filmed.
I think about well-being and really our employees an extension of my own family, if you think about it. And I have a responsibility to make sure that I can provide an environment where my family can thrive, and I take that responsibility to my extended family, and when we think about what do we need to do to help our own. So I use that back and forth of, well, here's what's going on at home, it's got to be going on in my own organization as well. So for us, that well-being is really about people bringing their whole selves to work. We know that we're in a mental health crisis in this country, in this world, and so mental health and making sure that people can thrive has been certainly a cornerstone to that. I think D&I has been another, quite frankly, center point of our culture, and making sure that people can come to work, be themselves, talk about what's bothering them, what's the barriers that are inside the organization, outside the organization. And so we talk a lot about not just physical and mental and financial well-being, we just talk about belonging and how do you bring those things together, that you're making sure that you're providing everything you can for employees to thrive inside the organization, but also outside the organization. And I think our employees expect that from us as well. They're looking to us to help them thrive as they're helping help us do the best results that we absolutely can for our customers and patients. So early on in the pandemic, we went out and listened to our employees, and both on the front line as well as employees that were sitting at home on Zoom, and we knew some of the barriers. So you do that from increasing benefits. That could look like daycare, elder care, child care. We improved and broadened our mental health benefits. So benefits is kind of that one thing. We also knew that whether it was in the workplace or at home, that people were under stress, and this again was during kind of the crux of the pandemic. So we set aside Wednesday afternoons where we do no meetings in our organization. We call it midweek moment. And that really came about from those employee focus groups that said, I'm trying to teach algebra to my kid. I can't walk around the block because I'm sitting at my computer all day long. I just need a break. I want to connect with a customer. I want to read a white paper, all of those things. So that's one of the things that we're very proud of, that midweek moment, is a chance for people to stand back and think about that as well. We're in the midst of hybrid workforce like everyone else is, and that's a subject within itself, but that journey of making sure that people have the right flexibility of work and life has been something that I think that we're really proud of. I'll mention this as well in the space of mental health as well as well-being. It's also where our foundation and our community work has gone too. So we partner with several hospital systems on helping frontline clinical workers get mental health access that they need. And we're also doing some work around children's suicide. So all of those efforts come together and really focusing not just on our own employees' well-being, but our community's well-being as well.
Well, I think stepping back, the most important is to make sure that our associates know what can be provided to them. And so clearly we have continued to invest in frontline hourly wages as well as wage investments for all of our associates. But well-being is a critical people priority, and we look at well-being on 3 access points. physical well-being, think of that as your medical plans, financial well-being, how you actually navigate the monies that you have and the ability to save those monies, and then emotional mental health. In all of those three areas over the last number of years, we've continued to lean into investing. And for a number of those areas, you don't need to be under one of our covered plans to have access, specifically mental health. We all know that through the pandemic, mental health has continued to be a challenge. So we have ensured that all of our associates here in the United States and their loved ones would be able to access through our employee assistance program, counseling at any point in time, and we've continued to increase the number of counseling sessions as well.
Caring of associates is manifested in their engagement, because if an associate doesn't enjoy a good experience with the company, they will have a low engagement, and we want to have a workforce that is as dedicated to our participants in the same manner and fashion that our participants, you are dedicated to serving the students that you serve on an ongoing basis. And that is why we focus on the associate experience. And the associate experience is really, we want our associates to recognize that as we think about their mental health, as we think about their well-being, as we think about career development, as we think about mobility, as we think about pay equity, as we think about diversity, as we think about strategic goals, it's all aligned to their interest.
You just listened to another CHRO conversation. Today we were treated to the thoughts from Ola Snow, Donna Morris, and Sean Woodruff regarding the importance of creating organizations that foster employee well-being, where talent can thrive. On behalf of all of us who are associated with the Master of Human Resources program and the Center for Executive Succession here at the University of South Carolina, thank you for joining us.